What's going on, everybody? C4 here today, bringing you the newest episode of Super Bowl or Bust. And as always, we're doing the most popular, most requested, and I've seen this one quite a few times. And now that the top 100 of the NFL, the official one, not mine, has concluded, we're going to be taking the top 5 players from the NFL top 100 and then putting them on the Cleveland Browns, the most... you almost want to like just say put them on the Jets because the Jets suck. But we're going to do the Browns because the Browns have the stigma of being just terrible. So as you can see, we have Tom Brady, who is number 1 on the list as our starting quarterback. We have Von Miller, who somehow, some way, got number 2 on the list as our starting right outside linebacker. We have Julio Jones, who is number 3 as our wide receiver 2. We have Antonio Brown, who is number 4, I believe, here at number 4 was Antonio Brown as wide receiver 1. And then rounding it up, we have Khalil Mack lining up opposed Myles Garrett on the defensive front at left defensive end. Should we make... I think we should. I think we should make a serious push here for a Super Bowl, but you never know. You never know what the Madden sim. It might have us play just somehow the San Diego Chargers 16 times and we'll be 0-16 or something like that. Or act like we have Andrew Luck on our team and just have a shit the bed. So, you know, this is a point where we could talk about the top 100. I don't know how much. We've had 2 videos already kind of dedicated to the top 100. But, you know, might as well talk a little bit. But before we do that, as always, guys, this series now pretty much runs on your guys' suggestions. So, you know, leave a comment in the comment section below with the idea that you want to see for Super Bowl or Bust, and the most upvoted one or whatever thumbs up one to the top are usually the ones that I use. Sometimes I scroll down deep because I found a couple good ones, a couple good nuggets that we had to dig for. But for the most part, it seems like, you know, a snowball effect. A good idea happens and it finds its way to the top, and that's the one that we will use. Yeah, though. Feeling good about the top 100. Obviously, the biggest omission for me was no Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks is a freak, a linebacker. But, top 5, I mean, I felt alright with the people that were in the top 5, I felt alright with. Khalil Mack, Defensive Player of the Year, deserved to be there. Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, debatably generational talents at wide receiver and absolute game changers. No way in hell Von Miller should have been number 2. Von Miller, not better than Julio, not better than Antonio Brown, not better than Khalil Mack, not better than Aaron Rodgers, not better than Le'Veon Bell. I wouldn't have had him over Matt Ryan. Wouldn't have had him over David Johnson. That's, you know, I think Von Miller, fringe top 10 player. Looking at the top 10, my bias aside, as you clearly tell, I'd have Von Miller maybe over Ezekiel Elliott. I think even Odell. As much as I hate Odell, I think him and Von are about the same. They should have been pretty close. And Von coming in number 2. That was a 13-point increase, or 13-place increase, if you will, from the year before. Tom Brady obviously should have been number 1, especially from the season that he had. Missing the games, he would have played the full 16. His stats would have been probably pretty close to rival the crazy stat lines of Matt Ryan and Aaron Rodgers, and the fact that he pulled off what he did in the Super Bowl. I think number 1 was fair for Brady. Like I said, I agree with really everyone in the top 5 outside of Von Miller. And everyone else, I pretty much agree with everyone in the top 10 outside of Von Miller and Ezekiel Elliott. But I know it could have been worse. I know Ezekiel Elliott could have found his way to be number 2, and Von Miller would have been number 7. And I'd much rather still Von Miller over Ezekiel. At least Von Miller, you know, has the Defensive Player of the Year, has the Super Bowl MVP. Has he won Defensive Player of the Year? Von Miller? As clearly we made the playoffs because this is obviously, you know, we're going to win this. He's number 1 Defensive Player of the Year, and he won number 2? What the fuck? All right, here we are. We went off. Brady had one hell of a season as we went 12, 13, and 1. Why couldn't we just be 13 and 3? Looking at the final stat line, Tom Brady, 4,500 passing yards, 44 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. Running the ball, 1,300 yards, and 5 touchdowns for Isaiah Crowell. We got receiving 82 receptions, 1,100 yards, and 15 touchdowns for Antonio Brown. 82 receptions, 1,100 yards, and 4 touchdowns for Julio Jones. 813 yards, 12 touchdowns from David Njoku. 914 and 9 from Kenny Britt. And 315 and 6 from Corey Coleman. And on the defensive side of the ball, we get 135 tackles for Christian Kirksey. We got 14 sacks from Myles Garrett, 10.5 from Jamie Collins, 10 from Khalil Mack. And oh yeah, number 2 player, Von Miller here, was 7.5. Come on, man. 3 picks, Joe Hayden, 2 from Breon Body Calhoun. Our secondary is kind of shit, but clearly our offense was able to propel us to a first-round bye. Thank God, as we were taking on, I don't know, hopefully it's not the Chargers. It seems like every time we face the Chargers, we get stomped. So in the round, we're taking on, the Brady-less Patriots. That's an interesting matchup. Let's play the moments. As we always do, we'll just take over in the red zone because I want to let the sim do his thing, because this is a simulation series where I don't want to have a whole lot of influence on things. But the Cleveland Browns taking on the Patriots in the playoffs. What is this, the early 90s? The late 90s? I don't know. What was the last time the Browns were good? The late 90s, wasn't it? But we're looking all right. We are looking all right here. Let's see here. Let's continue to look. Obviously, Dak Prescott on the top 100, number 14. That's fucking retarded. That's politically. It's about as politically correct as me saying retarded, having Dak Prescott at number 14. Gronk at 23. I mean, he barely played. Ben Roethlisberger at 22 was pretty damn bad, to be completely honest with you. I like Ben Roethlisberger as much as the next guy. He was horrendous on the road last year. Horrendous. Like maybe the worst quarterback in NFL on the road. How do you have him at 22? I already have a turnover. Oh, no. There we go. Finally in the red zone. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. Okay, then. Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, and the two most overpowered routes in football today. Double coverage. He don't care. He'll still throw it anyways. That was pretty bad. Oh, my God. Brady has an interception already? That's not MVP caliber from our MVP, number one in our hearts. All right. See what we can do here. Here we go. Typical Patriots, though, would still find a way to be able to stop this. They'd be like, okay, we're just going to simply game plan it and make them have to run the ball. I mean, we do have a really good O-line, too. You got to think about that. You still got Joe Thomas, J.C. Tretter, Joel Bitonio, Kevin Zeitler. The Browns do have a really underrated offensive line. I feel you can't really tell and call them and claim that they're a great O-line because offensive line, almost cohesiveness is as big as talent. So we have to wait and see what their body of work is. As A was wide open. Look at Brady. Oh, head first dive. Looks like he got a chunk of turf in his face mask after that dive. But hey, we'll take it. We'll take that touchdown. 7-3 ball game. Shit. We're in the red zone once again. That's fine. That is fine. We'll call slants here on the 10. Right before the 2-minute warning. It'd be nice to get the touchdown and get out of here. Quick snap here. Quick snap. Moving around in the pocket. Rifles it in for Antonio Brown. Who says you need a quarterback that can be mobile? Brady has proven that as AB. Who got the first touchdown? Oh, yeah, Brady ran it in. There we go. 14-10 ball game. A little bit of defensive holiday where the computer gets us a touchdown to make it 21-10. 21-13 if New England kicks a field goal. Going into the fourth, 21-21 ball game. We haven't had an opportunity to play pretty much this whole fucking half, which is great. The fuck is this? We're down by 1. All right, we're picking it up here. I don't want to lose my first game. All right, we're down by 1. We're fringe field goal range, actually. I don't know what. Who do you have? Cody Parkey? Cody Parkey got a good leg on him. Why did I even bother throw that? Why did I throw that? That always gets me with that. Throwing to the running back of the backfield, and I just get jumped by a player. All right, let's play the moment here. I guess we're not done. We get a touchdown, 2-point conversion. Then again, all things considered, this team of this caliber, this game should not be close. I'll tell you that right now. You have Antonio Brown and Julio Jones, and you throw it to Kenny Britt, you fucking idiot. All right, well, we lost to the Patriots. I kind of want to say that pick was really bad, but at the end of the day, this shouldn't have been this close. The Patriots were handling us for most of that game. We had to come in and put our own influence and get 2 touchdowns. That probably wouldn't have happened. This game would have been a blowout if we weren't really playing this. But still, even this can't get the Browns over the hump. So this has been busted, taking the top 5 players as well as you have Joe Thomas, who's pretty much there anyway, and putting them on the Browns. Can they win the Super Bowl? And my answer is no, they cannot. they cannot. That is it. So as always, guys, feel free to leave a suggestion in the comment section below over what you want to see here for Super Bowl or bust. If this is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed. Until next time, C4 saying peace out.